Van Jones just said the Democrat ideas are literally insane, nutty, moronic, dangerous, and bigoted. So stop right there. CNN's own guy just ripped the mask off his party. When you stack that confession next to Hasan Piker parading around in a Mao-style suit, you can feel the whole scam cracking. And wait until you hear who's cheering the takeover. Quote, "There will never be any more elections held here." That's what Daniel Ortega snapped in Nicaragua. And that line hit me like a brick because that is where this poison goes when socialists quit pretending. You've got Van Jones admitting the far left wants communist takeovers of key industries, Hasan Piker glorifying Mao, and Linda Sarsour taking a wrecking ball to the Declaration of Independence. And while that filth spreads, David Hogg cheers a youth socialist takeover inside the Democrat Party. This is your vote, your paycheck, your kids, your country. And Trump, he saw it cold. In breaking now from Washington, near record tungsten prices are intensifying focus on America's defense metals gap as Washington rebuilds the critical mineral supply chain. Tungsten is now a national security priority, used in fighter jets, tanks, missiles, drones, and ammunition, yet the United States has seen no U.S. commercial tungsten mining since 2015. President Trump's Project Vault includes a $12 billion strategic stockpile and $30 billion domestic production push, while the Pentagon has directed millions towards restarting U.S. tungsten production. Vault Strategic Mining is advancing historic tungsten assets in mining-friendly U.S. jurisdictions, including proven former mines in Nevada's Great Basin, a historically productive tungsten region tied to a defense-related exploration contract in the Second World War and approximately 10,000 feet of drilling. USGS estimates roughly 168,000 tons of tungsten oxide with estimated in-ground value of $30 to $50 billion. They're trading as KNOX in Canada and KNXFF in the United States. If you'd like to find out more, check out the next news intelligence briefing that's been prepared for you. You'll find it linked below. Now, David Hogg enters the chat, demanding, quote, "Young people like Melat and Zoran lead the party." He didn't hide the takeover. He applauded it on camera while Van Jones was panicking about the very same machine. And that split screen tells you everything. And the tweets we've got next make it even uglier. Here's CNN's Van Jones blasting the socialist Democrats. This is a Fox News clip here.
I am tired of a set of people on the very far left in the Democratic Party. Ideas that are literally insane, nutty, moronic, dangerous, bigoted, are not progressive, they're regressive, and they should not be in our party.
I'm not living in communist America. I mean, I know the talking point is that, well, it's not communism, it's socialism. Okay, I've read the quotes from the DSA platform, from their own mouths. Don't tell me I'm not seeing what I am seeing. They say things like, you know, takeover of key industries, government. That's communism.
And this comes amid reports of tension between Bernie Sanders and Hakeem Jeffries, the House Minority Leader personally calling the socialist senator, telling him to stop meddling in Democratic primaries. But Sanders wasn't taking his orders. Over the weekend, Bernie teamed up with far-left Michigan Senate candidate Abdul El-Sayed for a campaign rally that was a doozy. Watch here.
Brothers and sisters, let me tell you, change is coming. Progressives have been defeating establishment candidates all across America. Now, brothers and sisters, the entire country is watching this election, so there's an enormous responsibility on your shoulders.
Harold, you have made a point for many.
So Van Jones saying the far-left ideas inside his own party are insane and anti-American. Now watch former DNC Vice Chair David Hogg do the opposite and cheer on the socialist takeover.
Do we want a party that is old, rich, and out of touch? Or do we want a party led by young people like Melat and Zoran? Do we want a party that's led by cowards or a party that's led by truly courageous leaders who, when they are voting, ask themselves, well, which special interest is this going to piss off? Because I really don't want AIPAC to spend $1 million against me in my primary, or for Lockheed Martin to not give me my $5,000 corporate PAC check, but instead ask themselves, what is the right fucking thing to do?
Wow. David Hogg openly pushing younger radicals to take the wheel. And in Minnesota, the same Democrat infighting spills into the open as Keith Ellison gets heckled at his own rally. Nick Sarsour capturing this. Radical left Minnesota AG Keith Ellison being heckled by Democrats at a Democrat rally. Quote, Keith Ellison, shame on you, shame. The Democrat Party is collapsing.
And so let me tell you, I used to be the congressperson for the 5th Congressional District. And when I decided to leave that job and become your Attorney General, and thank you for that, by the way, I worried, are we going to have somebody who is absolutely take no shit from anybody get into that job? Are we going to have somebody who Thank you. You know what? Let us. You come on, guys. Okay, I got you, brother. We're gonna let them have their moment. Thank you.
So it's not just Republicans calling out this anymore. Democrats are booing Democrats on camera. Next, look who they're still handing the mic to. Hasan Piker showing up in a Mao-style suit and firing up college Democrats. Hasan Piker dressed as Mao, brainwashing your kids at college. Left-wing streamer Hasan Piker facing backlash after speaking at the College Democrats of America convention while wearing a Mao-style suit.
No more to the Democrats who compromise, who conciliate, and who betray us. No more to the fascist reactionaries, but no more to the Democrats who will collaborate and cooperate with the fascists, who will fund ICE, who will fund Israel, who will help poison the planet, who will stiff workers and help bosses. We don't need those Democrats anymore. In fact,
after he was in Iran, how did he even get back in the country? That's my question. He should have been rejected at the border. So after the convention speech, the backlash gets worse. Here's why. Hasan Piker has already praised Mao as one of the great leaders of the world.
I got stopped by a cop who thought I was like making fun of Mao Zedong, which I never would and never will. Mao Zedong is one of the great leaders of this world, okay? A man who changed the entire universe, the entire planet.
How many did he kill?
Okay. For real, yes. I mean, there was a lot of fucking excesses, let's be real, but the People's Republic of China would not exist without Mao Zedong.
How many people did he execute, Hasan? That's the kind of communist hero worship getting applause on the left. Meanwhile, in Maine, Politico reports a DSA-backed candidate is now taking over a key Democrat Senate nomination fight. Politico says DSA's Troy Jackson has effectively secured the Maine Senate Democrat nomination. Jackson was endorsed by the DSA for governor, is best friends with Graham Plattner, committed mortgage fraud, and has allegations of throwing a bottle at a woman. So they know how to pick them up in Maine, don't they? Preferred delegates have won a majority of the seats at next week's nominating convention to replace Graham Plattner. So it's not fringe noise. It's moving into real races and real power. Next up, Linda Sarsour. Remember her? Takes it further with a call aimed straight at America's founding document.
This is the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. This is quote unquote America's birthday. And the question historically is going to be, what were we doing on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence? Do we have the audacity to sit around and say that we want to build a document that is our values and our principles and bring millions of Americans around it? And so I see people on the streets. I see mutual aid efforts. I see young people running for office. I see people of color, marginalized people getting up and saying, I'm the leader that I've been waiting for, and seeing people rally around those leaders. And so don't give up hope, folks. There's more to come. We're going to survive this. And some of us are going to be on the fight back, and some of us are going to be on the other side waiting to catch you when we win, because there got to be other people that are going to be building the thing that you're going to come to once we win this fight back, because we will win, my friend. So keep your chin up, your head up. It is the blessed month of Ramadan right now, so I've had a lot of time to reflect on this.
Oh, my goodness. So from attacking the Declaration of Independence, the left keeps showing you where the road leads. If you want to see the end game, look at Nicaragua, where a socialist dictator just said elections are finished for good. This is the warning. I had this translated for you. Communist dictator Daniel Ortega just ended elections forever. There will never be any more elections held here. And this is what happens when socialists seize power. Let them win here, and America gets the same fate. It is time to wake up.
Hiding in shadows, hoping to win elections so they can make some money out of the schools. But they can forget it. There will never be any more elections held here. No more elections will happen.
Sure.
For them to try and use as a way to seize power and rule. Absolutely. And we are going to work together with the National Assembly members and with all of the corresponding organizations, all the laws, because we must create the laws that will set up a wall, a barricade against the coup plotters, against the sellouts, and no matter how much money the Yankees give them, they will fail.
That's the real warning. Socialism doesn't stop its slogans. It ends with power locked down and voters shut out. Now hear President Trump draw the line and call communism the greatest threat.
As we're seeing now, communism is the greatest threat to our country, including, I believe this, you know, when I said it, I said, boy, that's pretty severe, but I think it's true. It's the biggest threat to our country, including World War I, World War II, Pearl Harbor, September 11th. I think it's a bigger threat, potentially a bigger threat than that, because it's like a cancer that spreads, and you better stop it fast. We will never let the United States become a communist country. Won't happen.
So Trump making the threat plain, said America will never become a communist country. Next he goes a step further, saying he's been preparing his entire life for this fight. From Trump Daily Post, President Trump just declared he's been preparing his entire life to confront the rising communist movement in America. He said it's game on. Warned that communism has never succeeded as it relies on taking from those who have earned their success. The communists are finally making their move. I've been waiting and preparing for this for a long time. It's easy to be a communist. All you have to do is say, I'll give you everything. But that means you're taking it away from others that have earned it. Over thousands of years, that ideology has not worked once. The game is on. Enjoy watching. President Donald J. Trump, his own words. The fight is on, folks. So Hasan Piker wore a Mao-styled suit at the College Democrats convention after praising Mao Zedong as one of the great leaders of this world. And that image slams the whole rotten puzzle together. Van Jones, David Hogg, Linda Sarsour, and the Democrat hard-left machine didn't stumble into this. They fed it, glamorized it. And now President Trump stands as the one man in Washington with the guts to crush it before America gets Nicaragua's ending. So Democrats need to answer for Van Jones' words right now by name. If their own CNN star says the party's ideas are insane, moronic, and dangerous, then every Democrat who boosted this garbage owns it. Hasan Piker praises Mao and struts into a college Democrats event like a mass murderer is a fashion statement. Linda Sarsour wants a new founding document. David Hogg cheers the takeover out loud. That's not fringe smoke anymore. That's the fire. So hit share, drop a comment, and put this in front of one person still pretending Trump exaggerated when he warned that communism spreads like cancer. He didn't exaggerate. He called it before the cowards in the media would say it. And now the game is on. And Van Jones cracking on air is exactly the kind of story that YouTube loves to bury. So text White House to 844-840-4963. Next News Network is inside the White House press pool. And we send the nightly insider read straight from your phone, straight to your phone from the building, ahead of the crowd, past the censors, and straight into your hands tonight.